Scott, important victory today. How was it, and how are you feeling ahead of Tuesday night?
Very hot. Obviously, we always had to play the conditions, just try and keep the ball moving. We knew the pitch would kind of dry out quite quick as well, which obviously changes our game and affects us, how we want to move the ball. I thought we handled it quite well, kept the ball moving as quick as we probably could. And as you say, it's always great to get a good victory going into a big game on Tuesday.
Seeing a match like today, how important is that first goal, just in terms of settling the crowd as much as, and does it open up more space, or does it really take the second for that to happen?
We know it's obviously, most teams will probably come and sit and try and frustrate us and the crowd, because we know how big a part they've got to play in it as well. As you say, when the first goal goes in, I think it definitely obviously gives us a wee bit more space to exploit. Obviously they're going to need to come out and try and score, but as you say, that it's important to try and get the second probably as quick as possible to really try and settle the game down.
Scott, a lot more creative additions this summer, and the manager still has a lot of faith in you. You're still starting a lot of games. How have you responded to that increase in competition?
Yeah, there's always going to be competition at a football club like this, which is fantastic, and it's obviously going to drive you as a player every day in training to make sure you're on it. And I think I probably speak on behalf of every player there that competition is welcome, and it's what you want as a player, because they're going to push you every day to try and be better. And obviously the most important thing is to make sure we get the best results for the club.
So talk about that competition, Scott, but how is it in terms of getting on? You seem to really combine well with in the league today. A few other players, Antonio Cholak as well seems to be looking at well. You find it quite easy to link up with the new boys? Yeah,
we've had a great pre-season. We done a lot of our work early, which I thought was important to try and gel with the new players. It's obviously going to be difficult to try and understand everyone's game straight away. But the players we brought in have been fantastic additions. They're great players, and they're easy to play with.
Just coming on to Tuesday, such a big game, Champions League, something that all young boys will dream of. How big is it for you? How excited are you with the prospect of just being 2 games away from the group stage?
We've got to play obviously the game and not the occasion. They're going to say that as well, and it's so important for us to be playing in these competitions. I think obviously we had such a great run last year in Europe, but obviously that's kind of parked, and it was last year. We don't want to keep thinking about that. As I said, that's in the past, and what we want to be doing is we want to be playing in the Champions League, and it's so important for a club like this to be in that, I think. But we're going to go in with a game plan and hopefully achieve it over the 2 legs.
Scott, the tail end of last season you've played in a lot of significant matches, obviously the latter stage of the Europa League and scoring in the Scottish Cup final. How important for you on that kind of personal level is it to continue and maintain that momentum this season?
Yeah, it's important. Obviously I kind of had my spell out of the team last year during the middle of the campaign. Managed to get my way back into the team, as you say, and playing in big and important games, which was fantastic for myself. I just obviously tried to repay the faith the boss showed in me. And as you say, you kind of wanted to, I almost didn't want the season to stop last year. I wanted just to keep going. I felt I had a wee bit of momentum behind me, especially with a goal in the cup final, which was obviously the last game. Frustrating for me, because obviously the season came just to an end. But it's important, as I said, we've got such a big squad, and it's just a point of taking your chance when you get it and making sure you contribute to the team.
Hi Scott, I was going to ask you, the manager spoke a lot about last season maybe not being able to kill off teams and not having those options up front. Now with you being a forward player, we seem to have a lot more options, and they're making an exciting impact straight away. How much do you look forward to that and enjoy that, because you now got these options in front of you, be able to link up, much more goal options? How much are you enjoying that?
Yeah, just touching on, as you say, killing off teams. I think it's so important. Obviously we make changes at 2-0, and Scotty Arfield comes on and gets a goal and assist, which is brilliant. Contribution from the bench is going to be so important for us this year, and it's a sake of kind of everybody playing their roles, whether that's, for instance, me if I'm starting trying to contribute to the team, or whether I'm coming off the bench to try and contribute. It's going to be so important over a long season, because we play so many games, and with the competition for places, it's going to be an exciting time, I think, here to be here at Rangers.
Just a quick follow-up one, if that's all right. You are okay. You took a heavy knock in the first half. You had a good drive and run. Seemed to be wiped out a wee bit. Everything all right ahead of Tuesday?
Yeah, fine, all good. Just try to get down and get a rest from the heat, I think. Try to touch up the suntan. No, yeah, fine. Obviously took a wee bit of a hit, but obviously the position I play and the type of player I am, I'm always going to try and get these hits from defenders, to be honest. But it's just part of the game. But no, all good.
Scott, spoke a wee bit earlier about how the players have integrated well into the squad, the new signings. More just on them personally, like in the dressing room and in the training centre and stuff like that. How have they been with yourself? Have you enjoyed getting on with them and stuff like that? And have they really settled in that side as well?
Yeah, everybody's settled in really well. It's a great changing room. I can only obviously speak from personal experience about when I came in. Everybody was fantastic with me. All the staff and the staff behind the scenes as well are great in making you feel welcome. Obviously we're in almost every day, so you get a bond with these players, which is so important. And I think you can see it on days like today and days like kind of Tuesday during the week. The bond out on the pitch that's been created, but that obviously comes from behind the scenes every day at training.